Welcome back. In this 2-minute video series, I'm going to share a very useful tip around AWS free tier. Most of us are really getting benefited out of this free tier option from AWS. We are getting good exposure on AWS products and services. We are able to go and do a lot of proof of concept, trial and error kind of things using this free tier. But there is a catch there, right? Most of us are ending up paying some amount from our savings where we go and spend because of some services left untouched, or maybe we created some services for POC and then we did not clean it up properly. So most of us end up paying money. So this video is for all of you uh, who are in the same boat. And see, AWS has got 3 different categories, right? So they offer services for always free, and then they offer it for 12 months free, and there are some trial services. So you can get to understand those category list under aws.amazon.com/free, but it is not practically possible to go and look at each of the categories, understand them and then spend and create services within that limit, right? So you can set up a free tier alert limit, which is a budget option where you can get to understand when a particular free tier service reaches a threshold, or when it is nearing the threshold, we can configure it to alert us via email, right? So here, for example, Elastic IP address is a permanent public IP, right? So creating a permanent public IP is generally chargeable along with your EC2 instance. But if it is not attached to your EC2 instance, then the ideal Elastic IP address, if it is going beyond 1 hour every year, so in a 1-year cycle, only 1 hour is free. Okay, and if it goes beyond that, then we have to pay for it. See, we can get to understand those threshold, limit, the forecast, and the actual usage in your billing dashboard. If you go to the billing dashboard, or if you go to the AWS billing via the search option here, you have the free tier under the home option, under the billing section. And you can get to understand how much is the current usage, how much is the forecast, and how much we have consumed. See here in our case, I purposefully left it untouched for beyond the 1 hour cycle, and you can see that I have to pay for this additional 25% now. And here similarly, like there is a virtual private server similar to your EC2 instance. There is something called light sale instance, which will have its own free tier limit. And based on my usage, it is nearing the threshold, so I have to clean it up before it ends up costing me money. Similarly, for each and every services, we can find out here, but the best way of handling this is going to the billing preference and setting up an alert. So if you enable this option, you will get alert on your primary email address, which is your address which you used for creating the account. But then if you want to release or if you want to get alerts on additional email address which is not your primary one, you can come and add those email addresses here in this particular section, so that you will start getting the alerts for service usage when it is approaching the threshold, and when it has exceeded the threshold. This way you can keep a tap of the usage, and we can very much stop unwanted billing on your free tier category. Whereas there are other options like setting budgets and then receiving billing alerts in a recurrent cycle. I'll cover that in a separate video. Thank you.